Guys, happy Tuesday. Hello, you guys on Facebook. My name is Melissa Sanchez. I'm known as the Blood Sugar Girl, here to kind of break down what I do, how I do it, and what got me into the system. I know a lot of you, especially here on Facebook, we're almost at 50K, you guys. 50,000 followers here on Facebook and still growing here on TikTok. But I just kind of wanted to hop on here, tell you a little bit of what I do, what got me on the system, how I'm helping a lot of people get their health in control with an all natural system. Literally, it's all plant based. It's helped people with things like diabetes, pre-diabetes, cholesterol, fatty liver, and we basically attack the root cause, which is, insulin resistance. Okay, babe. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to answer some questions. I know I'm going to have some questions on here on Facebook and as well here on TikTok. People that are probably going to want to know a little bit of what it is, what I do, how you could get your hands on it today through literally down here. I have it for you down below here on Bookbase, and also here on the link in bio in TikTok. So welcome in, you guys. I'm in all platforms at the Blood Sugar Girl. Okay, here on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We just hit again almost 50,000 followers here on Facebook. I'm so excited because our community is growing. If you haven't joined the community that I have for you guys here on Facebook, I do have the Blood Sugar Reset community, which you're going to have a lot of information that you're not going to want to miss. It's all educational as well as informative, and how you could kickstart this healthy journey of taking control of your health, investing in yourself. I know there's a video there that got viral. A little bit of me, I am Mexican, I'm Latina. So being bilingual gets the points so that I pronounce things a little off, and I got, very pinpoint and, very specific to where they were like, it's not salmon, it's salmon. I get it, you guys, but in different cultures, especially here as a Latina and Mexican American, I pronounce things differently because I speak two languages. I mean, it's not my fault that I know two languages. So that's one thing I kind of want to get out the way, because hey, we're not all perfect. I'm a mom of two. My husband's here in the back feeding, getting my daughter another bottle. And this is real, this is raw, and this is me. And I love what I do. I've been doing it for 3 years, helping people all around the world to basically control their health and get it back on track. And I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you all the way. So if you're here, and you want to join the community, make sure you join the Blood Sugar Reset community on here on Facebook. And yeah, that's where you're going to learn a lot. You're going to as well be a part of a community where a lot of people like to share their tips of, well, everything you want to learn. Okay, but here on Facebook, I linked it there in one of the posts that I posted, and I actually have a poll going around. I have a poll that I created, that one of the questions is what do you struggle? What is your biggest struggle, right? It said mine used to be cravings and energy crashes, because I would eat something very high in carbs. I would want to slowly start eating and snacking throughout the day. Will keep me satisfied a little bit, but then I was always finding myself snacking, which is not good, right? And that's what takes us to insulin resistance. So I have a poll happening right now as well in my Facebook, that I do have like the four answers. One of them that is very popular. A lot of people are saying sugar cravings at 51%. What they're struggling lately as well with is with a little bit of belly weight, which is lbs that they want to bring down. And another thing that they're also struggling, which I'm reading you guys, that's why I did the poll, so you guys could go answer, because I'm gonna, based on the polls that I post, I'm gonna do the content based on that and how I could help you with their sugar cravings. And then someone else put feeling tired after eating. So that's another thing we're going to be talking about. Like I said, would struggle with constant cravings and energy crashes throughout my day. But the constant snacking is something I really, really struggle with. But I'm so happy that we finally got this going. I now have access to doing more lives and for you here on Facebook as well as in TikTok. Like I said, you could find me in all social platforms as the Blood Sugar Girl, which again, I will link down the links below. And I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. So this is an opportunity to put your questions on there, because sometimes I'm not able to answer to thousands and thousands of comments and messages. And I just feel like take advantage of the lives, because that's where you are able to get the answer directly. And you're also able to, you see my son just got up. But yes, this is real. This is raw. This is me. I'm a mom of two, you guys. I'm a mom of two, of a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I love the fact that this product found me almost 3 years ago. I was struggling with PPD after COVID. I had my baby, which was him that just passed through. That's about to be 6 this year. And I was literally trying everything around the sun, and nothing really helped me, because I didn't know I had something called insulin resistance. How many of us have the constant symptoms of you're probably hungry after eating? That's why you're snacking. You're craving something salty, something sweet. You have the dark skin around your neck, your underarms, the skin tags. You probably have adult acne, and then you have the stomach pouch that's pointing towards the door, meaning it's you have a couple of lbs over. And also you are probably in the pre-diabetic phase, or you've been already diagnosed with with diabetes. But yes, you guys, insulin resistance, a lot of the symptoms that we have nowadays is something that we are probably ignoring, but we see. Right? We're hungry. We're hungry after eating after a minute. We're literally trying to like go to sleep after eating. We're wanting something salty, something sweet after eating. And we seem to be in this rigorous circle of nonstop snacking. So this is where I was like, whoa, I had, the PPD, which was basically had me very in this emotional roller coaster. I kept having anxiety, depression, all of that, which was very, very, very hard for me. I did everything around the sun. Like I said, I tried, juicing, detoxes, the hostilic way, and nothing really, really helped me get to the root cause, because I wasn't aware that I was insulin resistant. I wasn't aware that I had that problem. Okay. So once I started doing my research, I actually started juicing, doing the medical medium. If you're not sure who that is, he's the one that was raving about the celery juice. I did it. I did metal detoxing. I did it all, you guys. I did the time. I spent the money, and something about it never really got to me, where I didn't know that I was in that point of my life that I was insulin resistant. And sadly, a lot of people here globally have it. They don't know it, but that's basically the root cause of a lot of our health issues: diabetes, fatty liver. You're probably dealing with high blood pressure, cholesterol, right? That's how we were all like, we literally, and you probably are seeing me right now and you're like, hey, I relate to that. I have the symptoms. I was there. Okay. You're not alone. And then after trying everything and seeing my mom, being behind me, Melissa, do this. This is what I've been doing. I've been drinking this tea and this, I've been doing intermediate fasting. And I was like, yeah, mom. Yeah. Well, okay. Another thing, another product. And again, I've been there. You've probably already overwhelmed. You're tired. You're sick and tired of being tired, and nothing really helped you. You spend the money. You did the time. That was me. That was me 3 years ago, until I found the system, thanks to my mom. My mom's been on it for 4 years. So a lot of people, when they tell me, how long do I have to be on it? It really depends on how you want to feel. And if it's helping you reverse a lot of those health issues, I rather consume what I'm using every day than consuming, meds and going to the doctor every 6 months. And it's just more expensive. The more you ignore it, the more you don't prioritize your health, the more doctor visits, the more specialist visits, the more testing, the more medication. And you see, it's like, so it's either you pay now or you pay later. And let's not get started on insurance, you guys, because Here, it's just, it doesn't cover much, and medication as well here. Well, if you're in the US, right? But that's where I started after my mom was on it, after her husband was able to put in remission his diabetes. He was literally struggling with medication, the metformin, which a lot of people, pretty sure a lot of you are very familiar with. He would consume it and would cause him side effects, right? How many of you comment in the chat, me, consume metformin for the controlling your sugar glucose, but then you realize that it causes you either diarrhea or it causes you stomach problems, and you probably have that, that feeling of like acid reflux. A lot of people get really a pain and abdominal pain, and sometimes they get either diarrhea or constipation. But he would get, diarrhea because of the medication. And he was like, no, I cannot go to work consuming this medication and then running to the bathroom every 5 minutes, right? So he was looking for alternatives. And then one day here, rolling around through TikTok, yes, TikTok, which by the way, I'm in all social media platforms at the Blood Sugar Girl, okay? TikTok, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, which you can follow me there. And one time he was scrolling around and he actually found this about four or 5 years ago now, and he ordered it. And then my mom, was there making fun of him because he was trying so many things, ordering a lot of products. And this was a time around COVID, right? So he was getting a lot of packages in the mail. And like others, they usually like, oh, another product. Okay, what is this going to do now? So he started doing it. He started taking his tea in the morning, his other balance in the meals, and started doing intermediate fasting, right? And then out of nowhere, he started to check his glucometer, and he started noticing that his sugar level was dropping from 300 to below 100 in fasting mode, and then it wasn't spiking as it was before the product. And that's when my mom was like, literally like, this is real, this is really working, right? She would follow him to all his appointments. And at the end of the day, you guys, blood work does not lie. You're the one that pokes your finger, you're the one that gets lab work done, so you're the only one that's going to really know the difference between if it works or not, right? So she started seeing the difference in his process, started to see how it was working. And later on, while he was taking care of himself, my mom was actually heading down, that same hole that a lot of us are probably on our way to. She was getting sicker. She was dealing with a lot of things. My mom was consuming more than 20 medications, you guys, 20 medications daily. She was dealing with neuropathy, which is a sensation of pins, needles in your feet, like burning, aching, cold, hot. That pain that doesn't let you sleep. She was dealing with that. She was consuming medication for that. She was dealing with, she was also diabetic. She was also dealing with fatty liver. She was also dealing with a lot of weight gain that she had over the time, and it finally caught up to her. And she was dealing with a lot of things like women go through too, PCOS, hormonal imbalance. And, after seeing her husband, seeing how he was doing on the system, she was like, you know what? Let me hop on the train. Let me see what this is about and see if it works for me. And by the way, he had actually bought her a box, but she didn't want to do it. Why? Because supposedly he was sicker than her. But come to find out, my mom was sicker, right? Then she comes along after they diagnosed her and told her, ma'am, you need to start your treatment for diabetes and you're going to consume metformin. If you don't get in check, we're going to this and that. And she got freaked out. Right? A lot of us probably are recently diagnosed, or you are probably assuming that you have it, but you haven't gone to the doctor. You haven't checked. You haven't verified the outcome. So she started actually the product after she got home from her doctor's appointment because she was freaking out, you guys, and she started doing the system. Okay. This here is what I'm going to present you guys, which I can't show that much on TikTok, but here on Facebook, I can. Okay. This here, okay, it's a 3-step reset system. This is the Feel Great system by Unicity, which I have linked down below here in the comments where the Blood Sugar Girl on Facebook. This here, it's an all plant-based system that is available, and it had helped her as well as her husband restore her health, was able to lose a few lbs. And by a few, you guys, she lost around 60 lbs on the system, okay? Was able to reverse all her health issues, no longer is dealing with diabetes. She put it on remission, in control, you guys. She no longer has neuropathy pain like that, the sensation of not being able to sleep, consuming gabapentin because she couldn't stand the pain, especially when you're resting and you're laying down. That's when it was worse for her. And she also was able to, like I said, besides that, she was able to lose weight. She feels amazing, lost a few lbs. And after the hormonal balance, as she's over 50, you guys, so she was going through premenopause, and that helped the transition a little more smoother than anything else. But this here, doing intermediate fasting, basically helps reverse the root cause, which is insulin resistance. Okay, this is literally a 3-step system that a lot of people are nowadays getting on the trend of, like, wow, this is better than what you're probably consuming nowadays, which is all the gunk and the meds that are just controlling the symptoms, but they're not helping you get to the root cause. How many of us go to the doctor today and they increase your dosage? You're not seeing any change. They're just referring you from specialist to specialist, but you're still sick. You're still dealing with the same symptoms. Nothing has changing. And if you're tired of being sick and tired, comment me in the chat. Comment me in the chat, because that was me. I tried everything around the sun. My mom did everything, and I'm glad she did it, because there she goes. I found it because of her husband, because of her. I myself was going through a very, very dark path. I had developed postpartum depression after having my son, because it was around COVID. My son is a COVID baby, and I was isolated from the world. No one could have visited me. No one could come check on me or the baby. So I was in this place that was not like it was very dark for me, right? So I was trying to get myself out the house. I was trying to like do certain things to keep myself busy. But every time I was alone, I felt that way, and I didn't like the way I felt. Obviously, I went to the doctor. They got me on, what they give you, all these candies that I cannot say, but they were only controlling my symptoms. They would only knock me out, you guys. I was sleeping most of the time. That's not okay. We don't want to sleep the symptoms away. We want to attack the root cause, right? So we could work on it. So that's what I started doing. I started doing my research. I started investing in me. I started looking for things that would help me throughout my journey to get out that funk, to get out that hole that I was in. Okay. So then my mom was like persistent after seeing her. Literally, you guys, y'all gonna laugh. The only reason why I believed in this system, besides my mom doing it, was because one day, after many times, because me and my mom FaceTime every day. How many of y'all, if you still have your moms, talk to them, FaceTime them? We literally don't do nothing. Me and my mom are in FaceTime 24/7. And if we don't call each other, we're like, wait, what's going on? Do I owe you money or something? Because you haven't called me. So me and my mom FaceTime every day. And one day I noticed that from her being like a couch potato as well, sleeping throughout the day, because obviously she was consuming medication that would knock her out as well. And seeing her one day that I FaceTimed her, cleaning her kitchen, you guys, she was literally dancing to 80s music, literally a whole different persona. I was literally admiring her. I was looking at her, and I was going through my mess, right? And I started to notice that it was every day I would call her, she would be in the same mood. She was a different person. Again, she was depressive. She was dealing with also anxiety. She was going through it all because she was consuming more than 20 medications a day, you guys. 20. And then after analyzing her every day and seeing after FaceTiming her that she was in there cleaning her closet, cleaning her kitchen, dancing to music, the music was on loud. And I would literally admire her, because she was someone that would not want to leave her house. She did not want to go out. And she was just in her own little life. And then one day I said, you know what? What the heck are you drinking? What is it that you're doing? You literally are in a different person. I even noticed that she was doing her makeup, you guys. She was dressing up nice. She was trying to look good. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she said this, you guys, the tea. The tea that I'm telling you about that's linked down below. Literally, this tea has chlorogenic acid, which it's so good. Okay. It is amazing. And you could drink it hot, cold, room temperature. You guys, I drink mine over ice. It reminds me of sweet tea and iced tea. Liliana, no problem. She said, thank you so much for all the information, the support to help others. God bless you. Thank you so much on Facebook, you guys. Yay. But yes. And I literally was like, okay, I went over to her house one day and she literally tricked me, you guys, into drinking the tea. And I'm going to tell you why she tricked me. She didn't purposely trick me like, here, drink it. You know, like she was giving me bleach. No. She literally was like, I was going through my mess. I was feeling very anxious. I was feeling very, very guilty for feeling that way because, again, I was dealing with postpartum. I felt guilty for feeling that way. I had my baby. I was struggling. I was sleep deprived. I was tired. I was sick and tired of feeling that way. Okay. And then one day I went over to her house like I always do. And she got me one of these teas like this in a teacup. You guys see that? And she prepared me and we were chit-chatting there in her kitchen. And then she's like, saw me drinking it. I was drinking it slowly. I was literally enjoying the conversation that I didn't pay mind of what I was drinking. And then when I was done drinking it, she was like, did you like the tea? And I was like, what tea? She said, the tea I just gave you, the tea. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it tastes fine. What do you mean? She's like, that's the tea taruga, literally in Spanish, you know, she cussed me out in Spanish. Said, that's the tea I've been telling you that you don't listen, that's the tea that literally has me dancing, cleaning the house, gives me energy, helps me with my mental support, literally helps me with focus and energy and helps silences the food noise. She's no longer snacking. You guys remember, if y'all follow me from the beginning, my mom lost around 60 to I stopped counting. If she's in the chat here below, comment right here on the chat, Mom. Let us know how many lbs in total you have lost because she literally has lost a lot. From the last time she told me it was between 60 and then I heard 80 and I'm like, Mom, we stopped counting that then. You look amazing. So my mom was like, that's the tea I've been telling you about. And I was like, that's the tea. She's like, almost kind of smacked me in the head, like giving me some sense, right? And I started, I walked out with the box that day. She's like, you know what? I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you the gift of this box because I want you to feel what I feel. And I know that if you do it the way I'm telling you to do it, you're going to feel amazing. You guys, I literally lost it the first time I took it. I was looking at my tea because it comes with my bottle. You're not going to get this cup. You get a diamond bottle for free with your purchase when you order it down below. But sorry, you guys. If you're hearing background, my daughter's getting put down for the night. My husband's putting her down. So she's probably finding her sleep a little bit. But it comes with your bottle. And I was literally looking at my tea like this. I would FaceTime my mom. And I was looking at my bottle like this. And I said, what the heck is in this? What the heck is in this bottle that has me feeling better? Again, for someone that was dealing with anxiety, depression, wasn't able to focus in her pinpoint moment. I was always constantly focused in the future, and in the past. That's what it is. Depression, you focus on the past and you get depressed. Anxiety, you focus too much in the future and you get anxious. So I was like this in this constant tug and pull of emotions. And for the first time ever, when I started consuming the product, you guys, the noise finally stopped. I was able to enjoy my baby. I was able to enjoy the moment. I was able to finally rest my brain and the noise that it was constantly making me feel guilty and overstressed. And I was able to, not just that, within 6 months, you guys, I was able to lose 47 to 50 lbs, okay? I was also able to reverse PCOS because I was also dealing with PCOS. I was able to say bye-bye to my head, white coat man. They took me off slowly off my candies, which is my meds, right? I did not let them go. Again, I want to clarify, I'm not a doctor. I do not diagnose. I do not take away. Everything I share is educational. And I was actually given with hand on hand with my doctor. I was able to stop depending on medication. Okay. After all that, being with the overweight that I was dealing with, I was also pre-diabetic. So bye-bye pre-diabetes, bye-bye PCOS, no longer anxious, no longer depressed. And now, you guys, I've been doing this for almost 4 years. now helping people all over the world. And now that I have this amazing platform called the Blood Sugar Girl, it's going to grow massively. And I know a lot of you that are dealing with this today are going to literally choose yourself today, invest in yourself, because I know once you do it, you're going to feel amazing. Liliana says, I have type 2 diabetes. Liliana, a lot of people that I've been helping on the system have literally reversed that. Okay, they've been able to put their pre-diabetes, they reverse the pre-diabetes, and they put in remission their diabetes. Okay, this is an all-natural plant-based, so it doesn't cross with anything that you're consuming today. So if you're consuming medication and you're afraid like, hey, if I take this is gonna cross with what I'm consuming. No, this is all plant-based, it's all natural, and it has 0 side effects. Okay, it's also in the PDR, which is a physician's reference book. Okay, this right here is clinically tested. It stands and it's backed up by Health Canada. It also is in the it goes through clinical trials before it's actually packed and sent over to your house. So this is something that is literally processed, slowly processed in a way that is ultra concentrated. So you're getting the best of the best. Okay, it's literally 3 steps. Liliana, let me know where you're connecting from, babe. Let me know where. We're all over the United States. Sorry, you guys, my nose got itchy. We're all over the United States, and we're in like 65 countries. Okay, but you could check the link down below that I have in the comments here on the live. I do have a pinned video where it says get system here. You could click it and see what's based on your country, if it's available there. And it also gives you the discount, which you're getting it way low. And you're getting 2 gifts. Based here in the United States, you're going to get the 90-day money back guarantee as well. You're okay in California, amazing. Okay, so you are, if you're in the United States, you get the free shipping. When you do the subscription, is way cheaper. You get the free shipping. You get 2 gifts, you guys. You get the free diamond bottle, and you get the hand mixer for free. Okay, you get the hand mixer for free, but not just only that, you get my help. I do a personalized plan for you. I work one-on-one with you, and I follow up. So make sure that if you are interested and you want to get on it, when you do sign up, I get notified and I send you a welcome text. Okay, I send you a welcome text where I present myself. I send you a link where you sign the questionnaire where I'm able to do a personalized plan for you. But I work one-on-one with you. Okay, I work one-on-one with you so you could see the best results you want to see. Okay, obviously it requires consistency, it requires discipline, and I will be able to guide you and help you throughout the way. So again, if you want to get started, it is linked down below, you guys. And again, this video is going to be pre-recorded and saved after it's posted. If you have any questions and I'm no longer live, make sure you comment down below and I'm able to go back and respond. I do have a poll right now in the Facebook page where I am asking questions. That way I'm able to do a live answering that poll. So the poll says, what is your biggest struggle? Mine used to be cravings and energy crashes. One of the answers, which is A, it says sugar cravings, B is low energy, C is belly weight, and D, feeling tired after eating. So based on the questionnaires that you answer, I will do a video related to how it benefits everything that you probably have going on and feeling at the moment. Okay, so again, this is all natural, plant-based. And if you are watching me here on TikTok, I actually have the LINK in the bio. Okay, make sure you've hit that follow button as well. I do multiple lives a day, and here on Facebook, I'm going to be doing more lives here. So make sure if you don't follow that you follow the page. Okay, follow the page, and I'm going to put it down here. You like and subscribe, which I'm going to be posting this on YouTube as well. So again, this is all over. I'm all over social media at the Blood Sugar Girl. So you can find me on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So make sure you hit that follow button on the page so you won't miss any notification, any live event. And yeah, this is just something that I wanted to do so you could know a little bit more about me. Right? I know I have a lot of new followers, and I'm so excited for the growth in this page and all the people that have finally joined and have questions that I probably don't see right now. But no problem. I love that. Thank you for the help, and I will take everything offered. Yes, of course, Liliana. Make sure you also, Liliana, you go to the follow and like the page. I have a beauty. Besides that, I have the blood sugar reset community. It's more of a private group for members that are on here that are wanting to know more about, their sugar reset in their lifestyle. It's informative, more one-on-one. You could actually post there as well if you have any tips and things that you're doing. So it's basically a community to help others that are going through the same thing. And it's a safe place. So answer the questions to joining the group before you get on there. And yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, you guys, again, if you're watching this video pre-recorded later and you have questions, you could put it down on the chat. But you guys, my whole family's using it. Like I said, 4 years on it now, almost. I've been using the system. I use it every single day. I drink my tea every day, morning and night. It's literally that easy, and it tastes amazing. Helps with steady energy support, helps cancel the food noise. How it's anti-inflammatory, which is very, very good, because there's a lot of people that when they're diabetic, they struggle and they develop something called neuropathy, which that pain, and people that tell me that deal with that, they say it's very, very excruciating. They can't sleep at night. The hot and cold, the burning, the aching, the pins and needles in the feet. And the tea is anti-inflammatory, so it lowers inflammation. And it's better now when you're doing intermediate fasting. It betters your circulation as well. So a lot of people on the system that are doing it have seen basically a decrease in their discomfort. And I've had people literally with diabetes that they have their A1C up to 14 and they brought it down to 5.3, you guys, with the system. Obviously, it's what you eat. This is not a magic, something that's going to be overnight. You're going to be like, oh, this helped. No, this is not a magic pill. This is not a magic powder that you're just going to be doing and then it goes away. No, it's like someone that tells me, but if I lose the weight, do I gain it back? It's like if you stop taking care of yourself, you guys, of course you're going to get it back, right? It's the same thing if you're diabetic and you put it in remission, and you start eating the same way, you're gonna be diabetic again if you go back to your old habits. Okay, I don't have sugar. Sorry, you don't have to have sugar, Charlene. If you're someone that has that is dealing with things like migraines, it's because I'm basically talking about the root cause, right, of what a lot of people deal with. That is with insulin resistance. Okay, insulin resistance. If you didn't know what it is, they are things that a lot of people have nowadays that, you probably have the symptoms and you don't realize it. Okay. If you have skin tags, darkness around your neck, your weight has changed. You're probably having adult acne, like I said, skin tags, belly fat. You're constantly snacking throughout the day. You are dealing with, as well as, sweet cravings after lunch. You're probably thirsty more or urinating more. You have excessive hunger. But yes, the symptoms are very, very different for anybody. High blood sugar, tired after eating, gout, PCOS, fatty liver, cravings, hair loss. Some people sometimes develop alopecia. But yes, low blood sugar, acne, all of that. Those are all signs of and symptoms of insulin resistance. So you don't have to have sugar, okay? You don't have to have just, I don't have any sugar, okay? If you don't, that is wonderful. But, I used to deal with very, very bad migraines that I developed after having my baby towards the end of the trimester. I don't know why I started developing migraines. Are very, very bad. And I noticed that I also had irregular periods. And then that I was literally diagnosed and didn't know that I had PCOS. So hormonal imbalance. I have women that are doing this because it helps them with their menopause or premenopause. Sometimes you get those hot flashes and, those mood swings and all of that. So it helps with the root cause, and which is insulin resistance. And that's where when you want to get your body from being insulin resistant. So if you didn't know what insulin resistance is, right? It's basically a form of cycle. Okay. So you're eating, for example, your body, your brain signals your pancreas and starts to produce insulin. Insulin is thrown out from the pancreas, and the cells are supposed to absorb it and burn it in energy, burn it in fat. But instead, because we're constantly snacking throughout our day, our body is producing insulin nonstop. Our cells become resistant, meaning they shut down. The insulin is knocking in the cell wall. They're not opening. So the insulin goes and hangs out with someone else called glucose. Glucose and insulin come together and they turn into fat. So the sugar stores as fat. That's why you feel tired after you're hungry, or you're craving salty and sweet things after as well. And then guess what? You're eating again. And then you're in this vicious cycle of nonstop snacking, of nonstop eating. And then we start to develop these symptoms, right? We start to gain weight, and gaining weight takes us to being with like pre-diabetic, or the skin tags, the darkness around our neck, and we start to show these symptoms of acne, sometimes adult acne, fatigue, skin tags, weight gain, mood swings, and all of that. So the most commonly pre-diabetic, when you're insulin resistant, you're considered pre-diabetic. So if you continue the same cycle that you're on, you might not have sugar now, but you might develop it later on, and as time goes on. Okay, we're not like a car, you guys. A car, you could replace it and fix the motor, the engine, the headlights. Us, the only thing that's going to be replaced is either our kidneys, right, our liver, with amputations, back circulation. So we only have one body, and we need to learn to take care of it. Okay. So that is it, you guys. Again, if you are interested in starting this 3-step reset that I'm talking about here, this is a Feel Great system, and you could get it in the link down below using my discount link code. If you are here in the US as well, you get free shipping. You get the 90-day money back guarantee, meaning if you used it for 3 months, month to month, if you didn't see absolutely no change in the reason why you're purchasing it, you get your money back. Okay. And that's the 90-day money back guarantee. You get my help. You get a personalized plan, and you get to download a coachable app that actually keeps you accountable for you using it. It sends you reminders like, you need to drink your Unimate. You didn't drink your Unimate. Time for your balance. And it's a way of just kind of keeping you on check. And it reminds you like, hey, I need to take it. But it's super simple. As a mom of 2, waking up at 6 in the morning, I start with my tea in the morning, then another one in the middle of the day, then a balance before my meal. It's literally that simple. Okay. I start my morning with this, drink the tea hot, cold, any way you like. And don't worry about memorizing the product or how to do it. That's where I come in, and I'm going to be your metabolic coach. So I'm going to be the one that guides you, that works a personalized plan with you, and we'll sit down and do a one-on-one. We schedule, within the first couple of weeks, a Zoom call where I, see how you're doing, how you're progressing, and you have my number to kind of message me for any of your needs of like any accommodations that we need to do. Maybe we need to bring down the tea or increment the tea water. Like we're going to work it out. And that's where I come in as your metabolic coach. So again, don't worry about memorizing how to drink it, what it's called. That's where I'm going to explain it to you. Okay. But if you're seeing it linked down below here on Facebook, that's the discount link. And that's where you could get it on the low with my discount. Okay. And then you're under me. So I will be able to help you and guide you, and obviously join the blood sugar reset community. It says here, Liliana, I want to join the group. Go ahead. If you don't follow me, Liliana, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you could join the group. And then in the page, you could see the community there. It says the blood sugar community. Okay. And you could join the group as well. And you guys, it's also linked here on my TikTok. So if you go to my bio, okay, my bio, and you hit that tree link right there, you're able to hit there and join the community and the Facebook community as well. Okay. We're almost at 50,000 followers, you guys. I'm so excited. Yes. I'm so happy that I'm able to share this platform, bring more educational videos, and be the light for a lot of people that are wanting to prioritize their health. And obviously I'm here to guide and to educate as much as I can, right? And what I've learned throughout the years. Obviously, do my research, everything, but at the end of the day, I'm not a doctor. Always consult your doctor for any medical necessities or needs. And yeah, okay. Y'all have an awesome and beautiful, wonderful night, you guys. I will be back tomorrow for another live. So make sure you hit the follow button, activate the the live icon. So once I actually come on, it notifies you. Okay. So again, the link is down below for the discount code if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much. Make sure you put your questions down on the bottom. If you have any questions that come up, I'm able to go back and answer. Okay. Or send me a message directly. Okay. Y'all have a beautiful night. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.